Get strong without lifting weights. Have the strongest tendons in the game using Isometrics, the Tindeq Dynamometer. This is a review and a workout demo. Please follow along. Here is the box, the Tindeq. It records your isometric force output. It comes with an app. Here is the actual unit. It's about the size of my hand. Measures pounds, your force output. Tindeq.com, Tindeq.com. The Progressor 500 is listed at $220. Because of the capability this thing has, reasonably priced in my opinion. Okay, so here is the app that comes with it. As you can see here, there's many different options: live data, peak load, endurance. I selected the endurance because it gives you your force, max output, and your average. And here is my setup. Stay tuned to the end of the video and I will explain how I got this setup and the products I used to make the ideal isometric equipment at home. I'm starting a new session here. You can select a buffer time however long you want. I did 3 seconds and here we go. Here I'm doing a back squat. I'm doing 30 seconds per position. If you can see here, it's showing me my max in real time, my average in real time, and the countdown of 30 seconds. I'm keeping my toes pointed straight ahead, and I'm contracting all the muscles in the body as hard as I could, completing the set there. From this point, you can save each exercise in the app. Here you'll see me labeling each exercise. Very simple. Go in, I type my name, the exercise, and the date, and it logs it in its database for future reference. Isometrics is the safest and fastest way to get strong and increase tendon stiffness. Here is me just adjusting the clip. Very simple to move from exercise to exercise. My next exercise is a deadlift. I'm going above knee here at the thigh, pulling my shoulders back, pressing my feet down, again trying to contract as many muscle fibers in the body as possible while also continuing to breathe. You can see as the graph shows, sometimes I am ramping up, sometimes I'm hitting muscular failure. I'm just giving my very best effort on each specific exercise. I'm doing 30-second muscle contractions because studies show that at 30 seconds, 8 out of 10 effort puts the right amount of tension on the tendons to make them stronger. Also, studies show that 1 minute of isometrics is equivalent to 5 minutes of resistance machine exercises. Going on to our first upper body exercise here, the bench press. You can pretty much do any barbell exercise with this setup. I have the Harambe system bar, and if you stay tuned towards the end of the video, I can show you how I set this up and where to get this item. People tend to stay away from the bench press because of the wear and tear on the shoulder, but because there's no action at the joint here, this is safe and productive. So again, just doing my very best. When I'm working with clients, I'll put the cell phone right in front of their face so they can see in real time their force output, and it just helps them give their best effort. So there was a bench press. At the end, I can show you how this saves the data and what it looks like from the perspective of the app. I think we're moving on to our next exercise here. It's going to be, I believe, the seated row. So how I split up my workouts is low body and push and pull. Low body, push, and pull. I think I do a total of 5 or 6 exercises here. Total of, I don't know, maybe like 6 minutes time under tension total. And that's all you really need. So here you can see there's 145 max. My average is about 100. I like to keep the average as close to the max as possible. It just helps to show me that I'm doing my best throughout the set. always slowly ramp up and slowly disengage. Nothing about this should be abrupt. I think I'm going to move on to a split squat from here. My heart rate's starting to go up. I get about 60 seconds of rest in between each exercise. I'm not really concerned about being perfect in my rest time. Whenever I feel like I'm ready for the next one, I'll go into it. Here I'm removing the bar. You have to be very creative in the way that you set up your isometrics. You'll have to do some DIY work to get this set up, or use other equipment that you may have. Again, stay here, stay tuned to the end of the video to see exactly how I set this up. Here I'm using the handles. Just a little bit of a variation here. I think I'm going to go into a split squat. Yep, I like using the handles because I can keep my hands slightly back. Neutral grip at my hands. Sometimes with the barbell, it's always loaded in front of you. This is just a great variation. Trying to keep about 90 degrees in the knees, but I'm really just looking for a good posture and a strong position. I'm keeping most of my weight up front here on my front foot, and I'm breathing throughout. I'm not holding my breath at any point here. You kind of get up here, you get, oh, am I going to get to 100 pounds? I'm at 91 pounds here. This is pretty good for a split squat. Again, it's just, you don't have to load a bar. You don't have to move. There's minimal wear and tear on the joints. It's just direct, constant tension on the tendons and the muscles, and that's what we're looking for. The isometrics, especially with this tool, the Tindeq unit, is very prevalent in the rock climbing world. I'm going to try and bring it here to just regular general fitness or sports performance. So rock climbers are ahead of the game with measured isometrics. We just got some catching up to do. I think I get this over 100 here. Come on, G, get this. Finish. Yep, we got 100. So you can slowly ramp up over time and try and hit your max at the end, or go as hard as you can from the start and allow yourself to fail over time. I have a theory that isometrics are so beneficial because the body is failing. The body is not moving, but you're contracting the muscles, so the body is interpreting that you are failing. I think I have 1 or 2 more exercises. Again, the set is very, very fast. You're in and out in under 30 minutes. Here I'm going to a shoulder press. I have 90 degrees at my elbows because 90 degrees is shown to be the best position where we have the most overlap of actin and myosin in a biomechanically sound position, safe and sound and strong position. Get to 90 degrees anywhere you can, especially with isometrics. Huge bang for your buck. Finishing strong here, continuing to breathe, slowly disengaging. And I believe that was the end of my set there. Okay, that was 7 sets for a total of 3.5 minutes of time under tension, under 30 minutes for the entire workout. Now I'm going to show you how the app saves the workouts. Here you can see the squat, the deadlift, and the bench press. This is how it logs it. You'll notice that I ramped up and I kept the force output relatively high over time. That's fine. Here's a graph you can use for yourself or send to clients showing the max, the average, and the time under tension, also the date, the exercise, and who in the world you are. Okay, like I said, here's my setup. I have the Harambe system bar, the Harambe system ropes, the Tindeq unit, the Isomax strap, Isomax foot plate, and the Harambe system corkboard to set the bar on top. Now, this is elite. This is a combination of 3 or 4 different products that I have got my hands on over time. You may not have this, but you can set this up at home with just probably 2x6 and a wooden dowel is really what you can get started with, and a strap. Get started with the Tindeq unit and strap. Or if you have something like this, go ahead and copy what I'm using. Like I said, though, I'm going to elaborate a little bit further on each piece that I have. Okay, so here's the ropes. They recommend using rope or paracord so that the carabiner doesn't go directly on the metal of the dynamometer. You can find these ropes on HarambeSystem.com, or again, use a paracord or use your brain and be creative to set this up. Here's HarambeSystem.com. Go to shop, accessories, scroll down. There you go, the ropes. Looks like they're $45. You can get multiple different sizes, maybe slightly overpriced, but well worth it over time. Here's the Isomax strap. I like using the Isomax strap because it's numbered. This way, if you have to go back to the squat in a future exercise, you can go back to number 35. There's a carabiner. There's the one that moves. You can use a yoga strap, a rope, paracord. Again, I recommend Dragon Door, Isomax. You can purchase the strap by itself, or if you want to check out the Isomax, that's also a dynamometer. It's just built in right into the bar. Here's the Harambe System corkboard. This is just a way to set the bar down so that you're not damaging the bar or your floor or wherever you're working out. I love the Harambe System bar because it's a heavy feel. It feels industrial, feels commercial. There's also great knurling on each end of it. And that's where the rope goes in, as you can see here. And then the carabiner connects to the rope to the strap. There's the foot plate. In the picture, you'll notice that I use the Isomax foot plate. Here's the Harambe System foot plate. You just have to get something that you can stand on. I like using Isomax or the Harambe System foot plate because it has channels underneath it that allow the strap to run seamlessly through it. And here we go, again, HarambeSystem.com. Here's the full setup. I have the full setup. K-bundle, under $800. You can get the foot plate separately. There's a large one and a travel size. That's the one I use right there at $250. I just got the whole bundle early on because I use it with clients. Here's the bar. You can get the Manhattan bar, which is what I have. That's full size. And they have a smaller, lighter bar. There's the fitness gear handles. Hooking the carabiner into the handle, onto the rope. And now you're ready to connect it to the strap or the yoga strap. And there you go. Again, you have to be a little bit creative in how you're doing and what you're doing here. That's all I got for today. The Tindeq Dynamometer Progressor 500 using Isometrics. If you have any questions, follow me on Instagram, Scampone Training, DM me there. If you'd like to get on a consultation call, www.scamponept.com. You could book a free 15-minute call, or we can get you set up with a live Zoom isometric workout from home. Log in right from home. I'll get you set up, put you through a 30-minute set there. Otherwise, just contact me for questions. Happy to answer and help out where I can. I hope this video was helpful. Please like, subscribe, and share to your friends, especially those that are in sports performance, that are having achy joints, that are in pain or injured, or seniors. Isometrics applies across the board. Thank you for watching. Over and out.